I thought I was never going to make it to see Parasite in the big screen. I had it booked several times, and every time life threw me a curveball. Things didn't go to plan when I wanted to see this movie. But it won the Oscars, it was big buzz, they put it in more screenings, and thankfully I finally got to see it. And I just want to say, first of all, this was a sellout screening. It was one of the biggest cinemas in the building and one of the biggest screens, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. This riotously funny, dark comedy from Bong Joon-ho is a wonderful tale about this family of four who kind of live day to day trying to make ends meet so they can just get food to survive. They're poor, they're lower class, they're struggling to make ends meet, but they do have ways of making money. They have an idea of how to get into places and get each other jobs and move on and try to score as much cash as they can. Now, when one of the son's friends comes and visits him and says, I need a favour, I need you to tutor this girl in English. See, as from a rich family, you'll make some good money. He kind of reluctantly takes it, and once he gets there, he realises this family are ripe for the plucking. He can get a lot of cash out of here. On his first day there, he discovers that the son of this family wants to be an artist, even though he's only a kid and the mum's really into it. So he gets his sister in as a fake art teacher. They're all playing different characters, pretending they don't know each other. Pretty soon, they get the dad in as a driver, and then further on, they get the mum in as the sort of housekeeper. And you have this family living with this other family. They don't realise they're a family, and they're manipulating situations and twisting and turning and changing things about, and it's wonderfully set up and it's riotously funny. One of the first things that really caught me off guard about this was the humour. I was laughing constantly throughout the movie, and like most Korean movies, when you least expect it, when you're not looking for anything to suddenly change, they just turn the tables on you and take this from a riotous comedy into something extremely dark in the flick of a light switch. It's wonderful to see. And what I loved most was the setup of the characters, the family that we meet at the start, the son, the daughter, mother and father, and how they all relate to each other, how they really do galvanise themselves as a unit. When they get any kind of money, they all just start drinking and hang around the table, and they don't really have any secrets from each other. They kind of tell each other everything, but they're all very manipulative people who will do as much as they can to get as much cash as they can to try and fix their financial situation. When they get to this rich household, you find a similar kind of setup. You have the father, the mother, the son and the daughter, and they're just living life as if nothing's a hardship. Everything is super easy for them. They get to revel in their whimsy because they have enough money to do so, and that's where you have this upper lower class divide between these two people. You have these kind of lacking common sense rich people who don't really see what's really happening, and you have these manipulative lower class people who are willing to do whatever they can to just crawl a little bit up the ladder, get a little bit more than they normally have, and it's just perfectly set up. You have these great directing touches where it's constantly using the angles to shot top down on people, or from looking down upwards, the way it relates to their class within the system, and how the power shift dynamic changes in certain scenes. This is one of those movies that's going to be ripe for rewatch. I'm going to discover more and more. I feel as if I've just scratched the surface of it with one watch. And it was wonderful to see it within a packed cinema. It was wonderful to be in that commune of everybody enjoying and laughing with the movie when they were supposed to, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. Even listening to the chatter as I left the theatre, everybody seemed to have positive things to say. And it was wonderful to hear people going, oh, what about this scene? What about that scene? What about this? It has so much going on that I feel that it's going to be one of these movies that's going to be quite good on rewatch, and you're going to learn more and more about the characters and find more and more intricacies within the filmmaking. If you haven't seen Parasite, it's wonderful. I've barely scratched the surface of what it's about. There is a lot more going on as well that you really need to discover. As with all Korean movies, it has twists and turns that you just do not see coming at all. But there we have it, Parasite. Should it have won the Oscar? It's not for me to say. I can only tell you that it is a fantastic movie, thoroughly recommended, and one that I cannot wait to rewatch. I'd love to know your thoughts on the movie. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.